Money and risk will be the next thing on the list. Um, as you all know, everyone's pay is like if they're a federal employee, everyone's pay is listed online. You can look up right now how much I make a month as a staff sergeant E5 with over 5 years in service. You can see exactly how much money I make. The issue with that is not so much that the money is not enough. I make plenty of money. The issue is no matter how hard I work or how little I work, I make the same amount of money. Now, obviously, there's promotion, and that's the only way you get pay increases outside of longevity, which longevity is simply being the longer you're in, the more money you make outside of promotion. So if you're a staff sergeant with 1 year in service, you're going to make more once you hit your 2 or 3 year mark. That's longevity. But outside of that, and promoting to the next rank, you can work all night long and slave and serve in the troops and you just but unless you're promoted, unless you are increasing in time, you're not going to make more money. At least in the military sense. Like in the military, pay system. That unless you have a job that sends you TDY constantly, that's the only way to increase your pay. Is to go TDY, is to deploy to PCS. There are ways to make money in the system. But in regards to just simply Monday through Friday hard work, working more than 40 hours, working 60 hours, working 80 hours, working 2 hours, being on leave, your check doesn't change. Which plays with the minds of those who have ambition to do other things on the side. When I think about the issues I experienced in the military, I'm like, if I wanted to make more money, if I wanted to do more and to increase my pay, it can't be through the Air Force. It's capped. There's literally a ceiling of unless you promote, this is what your pay is, which takes away incentive to go above and beyond because I don't care about pieces of paper on the wall. Airman of the quarter. Did that increase my pay? No? Okay. Airman of the year. Did that? NCO of the year. NCO of the quarter. Did that increase my pay? Is that anything other than something that goes on APR that might help you get promoted? It might lead further down the line, but I've known plenty of people that I've worked with in the same office that sat next to me that had a whole desk full of paper. And I'm like, I'm the one getting BTZ. I'm the one making staff first time. There's a correlation, but it's not everything. It's not causation. Because you have all this paper doesn't mean you promote. Because you have the paper, there's a probability that you might promote better. You have a higher percentage chance of promoting. So I'm not talking down those type of systems in place where you're able to promote based off what you accomplish, but it's not everything. And I've promoted without getting a ton of paper. I've never been coined. Think about that. Outside of basic training, I have never been coined, like by a higher ranking. Oh, great job, sir! You saved their life. I've received coins. I've bought coins, but I've never been coined. I don't get a ton of paper. I got BTZ, but that was probably it. I made staff first time. I don't have a wall full of paper. I got distinguished grad in ALS, but that's about it. You don't need all that to promote. It's incentivized and it helps you promote, but it's not necessary completely. Um, so yeah, I want to be in an environment where my work shows up in my direct deposit slips. I want to live in a place where whatever I do, whatever I accomplish, it shows up in the bank account. If I work hard, if I lose sleep, blood, sweat, and tears, I want to see the equivalent in the bank account. I hate being a supervisor because that effort and that energy and that just constant, it does not show up in the bank account. It shows up in that person's bank account. The better supervisor you are, the more it benefits them. And obviously, professionally, it does benefit you, and personally, it may benefit you. But these people don't care. It's the truth. I've made several videos. People don't care about you the way you think they do. I can lose all the sleep in the world to help my troop pass a room inspection. But at the end of the day, once they pass it, What do I get in return? Nothing. They got a passing room inspection. What did I? My airman passed my room inspection. They like the fact that I'm even doing room inspections. I'm like, how is this? This benefits the DoD. That this is not for me to benefit. This benefits them and their buildings, so they can leave it there longer and put the next person in it. And again, I'm not making this video to say that the Air Force is all bad or the DoD or the military is all bad. I'm stating my experience and what has led up to me deciding this is not working anymore. And videos like this are necessary, mainly because most people will see the commercials. Most people will hear all the great accomplishment stories. You see these slow-mo, oh, look at them graduating and look at the troops and look at them deploying the fancy planes and the planes are fast and they're going that way and back and forth. I want to do that. That is so cool. But you don't hear about the people dealing with mental health and their stories. And again, not causation, but there's strong correlation. Words have meaning, people. Like they have to matter. So yeah, the money. If I take more risk in the military, it's still capped. The risks I'm able to take are capped. Not outside the military, but within the military, which means the place I spend the most time, my actions don't immediately result in positive consequences in my regard. I have to do stuff outside the military, which I'm not saying that's not possible. I built this channel outside the military on my own free time. So you're able to do both. The question is, do you want to? Do I want to spend 8 to 12 hours of my personal time, the time I'm not getting back, giving it to the DoD when I can give it to myself? I can give it to my family. The Isaiah name, I can give 8 to 12 hours per day to the Isaiahs. Why do I have to give this to the DoD? And again, don't get me wrong. The DoD is an amazing establishment if you know how to utilize it. They're paying for my Airbnb right now. Not directly, but indirectly. They paid me and I paid for the Airbnb through the DoD. They afforded me a ton of different experiences that I probably wouldn't have gotten any other way. My dream city to visit was Dubai. And I've been there twice now because of my Air Force experience. So it's not all bad. And I have to keep those clarifications out because, of course, people can't listen to intent. They listen to hear what they want to hear, which is cool.